Hi, I'm Mark Nelson and I'm the Director of Economic Development for the City of Roanoke. Fire Station number 1 was an important project for City Council for two main reasons. Number 1, the building is a historic landmark and it's very important to the citizens. They posted pictures in front of it, they put it on Christmas cards, they often liked to visit it, people wanted to be married inside of it and do special events there, so they recognized that it was very important to the community. Secondly, they saw it as an opportunity to bring another anchor to downtown in terms of retail, in terms of hospitality, in terms of dining, and they felt if you married those two things together, you'd have a very vital project that would really serve the community well. So the Economic Development Department worked with old school partners to be able to make that a reality.
We're at Fire Station 1, which is the home of the Texture Furniture Gallery for furniture made right here in Roanoke, Virginia, along with Stock, our restaurant, and Station 1 Boutique Hotel. It's 3 separate businesses, but they operate all as one.
Originally, City of Roanoke needed to surplus this building because it would not hold the larger fire apparatus that's built these days. And it was really hard to adapt this older building to the program of the fire company. The city had an open competition. They invited proposals for redevelopment of the fire station, and Old School Partners was lucky enough to have ours accepted. So the city accepted our proposal and worked with us over the last 4 years to sort of get it done.
You know, part of the core challenge from the beginning was it's such a landmark in Roanoke, it's such a beautiful building. How do we give it new life but still pay homage to the past? You know, how do you make it a vibrant new part of the community but without making it a museum that's stuck in time? You know, I think we've accomplished that here. It's a lively, interesting place, but we preserve so much at the same time. So, you know, people at first, they walk in, they don't know what to think, but then they're like, oh wow, this is a really beautiful balance.
One of the things about this project that made it work was the City of Roanoke working with us and being involved to get this project done. It was very important to them to put this building back into use, to have it to where the public could access it again. These types of projects, we get rehabilitation tax credits both on the federal level and the state level to help cover cost of the rehabilitation. This tenant space and the use that we worked to come up with really worked well, where people can actually stay in the hotel upstairs, they can walk in downstairs, you can get a meal to eat in the back in the restaurant. So all that worked out really well to help meet the goals that the city had from the very beginning to put the building back in use.
People don't realize when they first walk in, but it was built as a horse-drawn fire station, and there's a lot of elements in here. We show up, you know, floor slopes from one end to the other, which provided just all kinds of interesting challenges for us, but makes it such a unique space. You can tell when you look from the outside, or the grand spiral staircase, or the ceilings. You know, this place was a pride and joy for the community.
We've always had a real strong anchor on the north end of the city market with the market building and center in the square. And then, you know, you have all the tables down through there, but there hasn't necessarily been a really strong anchor at the southern terminus. The fire station, with its restaurant and unique shopping experience inside, provides more of an anchor at that southern terminus to make the whole market function better.
I think this project is one of the greatest examples of what it means when you start with people who are aligned in what their interests are and what they're trying to do. It was a fast-paced project, and it was a project full of a ton of challenges, but each time we stopped and said, what is it we're trying to do? And we were able to answer them, whether it was with the city or with the architects or the builders or our company.
A lot of people in the Roanoke Valley believe that this is one of the most beautiful buildings around. And originally, when we started the project, I got notes, emails, even letters from people that said, don't mess this up. And so the building itself is a resource. And so by putting an active business back in the building, it was a very efficient use of an existing building. So it just was perfect timing that we could take this Roanoke City business and say, well, how about a showroom right downtown the city market? It was sort of a win-win.